It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
So, my dear friends, let us enjoy. Today is my 68th birthday. So, let us cheers with apple juice. Right? Do not take it otherwise. So, enjoy my happy birthday. So, today I am going to launch a video, related to solar systems. And this is also very important video. Must watch carefully. This is for, there is something very important and I have not seen they are providing on the solar power projects. This is related to external anti-islanding protection in the solar power projects. Now there is anti-islanding protection in the solar inverter. Therefore, mostly engineers, they are careless. If we ask them, oh yes, it is there in the inverter. But what I feel and I used on my all projects, I provided one external anti-islanding protection with the grid. See, always something, my home is beside the road. Ambulance, police, this, that, always sirens are on, so noise, really. Anyhow, so how to use that? It protects the life of the electricians working on the grid. It makes the grid safe. So I will explain you in details on the PPT format on the slides. So I will be in the short and hope you will subscribe my channel and share it with the fresh engineers, students, so that they should always implement this external anti-islanding protection on the solar projects. So let us move. So my dear friends, today I have come with this external anti-islanding protection, which is normally not in the specifications. They don't provide. I don't know what is the reason. They don't want to save the workers, electricians who works on the grids. And from solar plant the supply is going there. So this is the concept I will tell you. Normally we used to connect like this. The system is going on like this. So I should come on the next slide and I should make slideshow from the beginning. So this is the system normally we use. Here is the breaker, MCCB. This is overload current relay. And here is the solar system and here is the load. So this is the circuit, normally, in an easy way. But what will happen? I'll show you in the next grid. This is the system we are using normally. MCCB, this is overload relay, this is the solar inverter, and it is going parallel connection with the grid here, suppose. Suppose, now it is okay. Grid and solar both are feeding the load. Suppose the grid fails, solar inverter will stop working and there will be no light, no load, everything will be stopped. So normally people, what they do? They put one generator. Maximum they are using Otherwise, they have to sit in the dark. They have to stop their work. They have to stop their industry, factory. So they put the generator normally. When there is no solar system, no problem. Generator will work and it will not feed back to the grid because the the meter without solar system, where there are normal systems, they are not import-export meters. They are not net meter. So, if you put the generator supply fail, that meter will not allow the supply to go to the grid, and grid is safe. But in the solar system, the meter is net metering system. It imports and exports, does both the works. So, suppose there is a supply failure, and we put one generator here in parallel, right? Solar is stopped because there is no grid, and from the generator supply doesn't match, solar will not start because the frequency difference and so many things are there for the parallel connections. With grid it works, the solar inverter, not with the generator. So, but what will happen? Generator will start giving load. Also, it will feed back to grid because there is net meter. That meter will allow to go to the grid. So what will happen? If anyone is working there, severe accident can happen. And I am surprised why these government departments all over the world, I have never seen to make it compulsion to give an external anti-islanding protection, which I will show you in the next slide. See now, this is the external anti-landing protection. If anybody will put the generator even, it will not go to the grid. The same in normal system, there is MCB, overload relay, and the solar and the supply, and here generator someone put it. But by providing this box, this one, these 3 MCBs, 2 relay, 1 push button, 1 off, that's it, and 1 contactor. The capacity should be equal to the load, the current capacity, the total load, because it has to bear total load of the grid, whatever load is there inside in the premises. So what is the function now? There are 2 relays used. All the 3 phases are coming on this MCB. 1 phase is going to this 1 relay, 1 phase is going to this 1 relay, and the 3rd phase, it is going to the NO contact of the relay, then to the NO contact of the next relay in series, right? If any relay will stop working, there will be no current here, and this is the overload relay, normally remain closed, so it will go there. Okay, this is the on-off switches for the system if you want to put it, or otherwise you can take this phase direct to this relay. No need for these 2 switches. And neutral is going here. So this is 230 volt, this is 230 volt relay, this is 230 volt coil supply normally. Now what will happen? Suppose this relay is working, the coil supply is from the yellow phase. It stops the phase failure. If the 3 phases blown up, total grid is stopped. So this system will not work, nothing will work. And if anybody will provide the generator, this contactor is open, this will not allow to flow back the supply to the grid. But if some single phase protection is also there, suppose this phase fails, what happened? This relay will stop working and this will open. So this red phase will stop reaching to the contactor relay, which open all the 3 contacts, this relay. This is inside it, shown outside, but it remains inside the contactor. So it will stop working. Contactor will be open. So contactor will open, no supply. If anybody put generator, it will not allow to go outside. Similarly, second relay, if the other phase will failure, this relay will stop working. See? So this is the single phase protection also. As well as anti-islanding protection means the supply should not go back to the grid. In solar inverter, it is always there. But what will happen when someone will put the generator? And 90% people, they use generator. Now, if the red phase fails, so no current will reach up to this relay. In that case also, all the three phase protection is there. So simple. Now I will show you more simple way to make this anti-islanding protection system. Just you have to make a box. I used to make in my workshop. I used to provide on my projects. Only this system you need to provide in between. Now the next, this is the single relay system. You need only one relay, one contactor. Contactor's coil supply should be of 380 volt. Means two phases are needed for this contactor relay. This relay is inside this. We have shown outside. It is inside. It needs 380 volts. Two phases. Then this contactor will work. These contactors are available. The relay supply 380 volts. It is available. So what to do? Just one relay. Take one phase. Suppose yellow to A1 and neutral 230 volt. This is 230 volt relay coil supply. Right? Now with the help of this phase, this relay will be on. Correct? And this relay will be on. This will work normally. Now suppose any phase fails. Suppose yellow phase fails. So this red supply, red phase will not go to relay. Correct? Yellow phase fails. In that case also relay will not get supply. If red fails, relay will not get the supply. Now the blue is coming from here. Correct? Two phases we are giving to the relay coil. So if blue fails, in that case also relay will not work. So means it is single phase protection. As well as in case of supply failure, anybody puts this generator here, from here going to solar, from here to generator, suppose, if he will make it on, no harm, because this contactor is open. This contactor is open in case of grid failure or any phase failure. So generator will not feed back. If it will not allow this contactor to go back supply to the grid. So this is the anti-islanding protection externally, which is a must for any project. So dear gentlemen, we should not be blind followers of the specifications. Specifications are the copied things. They copy and send to the project. From here and there, just copy paste. They don't use their brain. What else they need in the specification, the government should make it compulsion. External anti-islanding protection. I fight too much in MNRE. No, nothing. They are not bothered. बस मक्खी पे मक्खी मारना मतलब. Whatever they got from anywhere, right or left, just copy paste. Make the specifications. No need to use the brain. Now I will tell you one surprising thing also, which normally you might have seen and come across, and it is the same thing like this. You know, three-phase motor in the agriculture field, everywhere, industries, they have a box with that motor which is called single phase protection, and same circuit we are using. No, is it not a surprise? You come across daily with this thing, and that we can use it in our solar projects. It is the same. The supply is going to motor through this overload relay. If any phase doesn't work, the same system, two relays are there. The current will not reach to the motor. Two phases will not go to the motor, so that motor will not spoil. And if someone put the generator, they have generator in between. They put the generator. So generator will start the motor. And if it try to feed back to the grid, here is the contactor. It will not allow it to. Plus, if there is no solar system, then no problem. Because the meter is not net meter. Net metering system means we use net meter which import and export the supply. So, if we don't have this anti-islanding protection, external, what will happen? The generator supply will go to the grid through that net meter. Right? So, hope you might have understand this concept and must forget about others. Your own conscious, what it says for the protection, the best protection you can give. Give it from your side. Nobody is going to stop you. Sometimes on my projects they object. Why this? Mega, come here for this. Just hold this grid supply and I will put the generator, then you will see what happened. That engineer kept mum. They came with the files, tie, suited, booted. Why this? It is not in the specification. Go. I have fixed it. Or if you want the function of this protection, just go and grab the grid with bare hand and I will put the generator, then you will see why I put it. So, always try to use your mind. Who make these specifications? The engineers like us. Some engineers they know, some engineers they don't know. They dare not to change the specifications. See? This is the system we have. The system need to be changed. So, gentlemen, hope it is going to help a lot and just follow it and see you in the next video. So, my dear friends, hope you might have understand this concept of external anti-islanding protection and hope you will use it on your projects. Make it a compulsion individually on your projects, whether it is in the specifications or not. You should also do something. There are also engineers who make specifications. They don't know about this and they don't provide this thing in the specifications. It should be must in any project. Okay? So, gentlemen, we will see you in the next video and thanks for your subscribing and sharing it in your circle so that it should reach to the students, fresh engineers, and my fresh free education platform should be utilized maximum. So, see you in next video.